We are the city of Sapporo, designated as a UNESCO Creative City of Media Arts in the year 2013. Sapporo is the largest city in Hokkaido, an island in the northern end of the Japanese archipelago, and is a cold region with a snowfall of nearly 5 meters per winter. Sapporo is best known as the host city of the 1972 Winter Olympics and the annual Sapporo Snow Festival, a magnificent winter festival that transformed the regional challenge of heavy snowfall into a world-class event. First of all, in order to get to know our city, we'd like to present a video we produced as part of the Bread of Creative Cities project, an annual cross-cultural collaboration project published with the help of a number of UCCN member cities. The project has been developed over the years, particularly by the Creative City of Gastronomy Tucson, the Creative City of Literature Krakow, and the Creative City of Crafts and Folk Art Fabriano, with the International Traditional Knowledge Foundation as a supporting partner. It is an initiative centered on the UCCN Creative Cities of Gastronomy that introduces local bread, the bread makers and millers from various member cities in the network. From the previous project onwards, not just bread, but also local products made with wheat have been added to this initiative in order to extend the sharing of best practices of various UCCN cities. Please take a look at the following video in which we introduce Sapporo Miso Ramen and the efforts of local noodle manufacturing company Nishiyama Seimin. Sapporo City, current population nearly 2 million, is located in the northernmost island Hokkaido in Japan. Sapporo joined UNESCO Creative Cities as a media art city in 2013, among one of the first cities in this artistic realm. Numerous nationally acclaimed festivals, such as the Snow Festival and Yosakoi Dance Festival, take place annually, but the city also works to push a creative educational and industrial program in the field of media arts. The seasons here are clear-cut, and thanks to the indigenous Ainu, citizens understand the importance of coexisting with nature. With a snowfall of nearly 5 meters per winter, food is used to keep bodies warm. Hokkaido is an agricultural haven, known for its first-class dairy, meat produce, and fresh seafood. Genghis Khan Mongolian barbecue, Kegani hairy crab, soup curry, and Ishikawa hot pot all spring to mind. But surely, the most infamous dish is Sapporo Miso Ramen. Ramen noodles were brought over from China and modified to suit Japanese tastes. Strong wheat flour is kneaded with lye water and salt, and aged with fresh water. There are at least 30 recognized regional varieties of ramen, with adapted noodles, broth, and toppings. Ramen restaurants often cater to lone diners and utilize simple decor. This is a nod to Japanese minimalism, and also to focus on the food itself rather than the ambience. Sapporo Miso Ramen, famous nationwide, was conceived in 1958 when Morito Omiya invented a miso broth and Takayuki Nishiyama accordingly developed firmer noodles using egg and a higher water content that would fare well in this new, thicker, oilier liquid. The hot soup is perfect for one of the many snowy winter's days here, and unique toppings such as bean sprouts and local corn and butter are supplemented. After going from strength to strength as a ramen assistant, Takayuki Nishiyama officially established Nishiyama Seimin in 1963. He made the noodles curlier so they could be easier gripped by chopsticks, given that people's hands tremble in the stark cold. The factory utilizes local ingredients, such as Hokkaido flour and fresh water from 200 meters underground. Over 30 seiminginoshi are employed, expert makers of ramen who must obtain stringent qualifications. These noodles are now shipped internationally to places such as the United States and Germany. Ramen culture is spreading worldwide, and the city of Sapporo, along with Nishiyama Seimin, endeavours to disseminate this and highlight local uniqueness. Approximately 15,000 children visit the factory each year, and as this program began in 1987, it forms a bond amongst the locals of Sapporo. They learn the value of each person involved in the process and about the importance of sustainability. Factory waste is shipped to be used as fertilizer, and children are also educated on the dangers of food waste. Since joining the UNESCO Creative Cities Network in November 2013, Sapporo has been working to improve the appeal of existing tourism resources and to revitalize the city via media arts. One example of this is the use of projection mapping on the large snow sculptures at the Sapporo Snow Festival. In addition, we've been developing exchanges with other creative cities and promoting industry and human resource development through the network. Sapporo's industry is supported by the tertiary sector, which relies on a stable population. As a decline in the working age population is foreseen in the near future, the city's economy scale is expected to shrink. To add to this, new behaviours in response to the pandemic, further digitalisation, and climate change are some other reasons for which to expect a profound shift in global socio-economics. To remain a sustainable city, Sapporo is working to create new value in fields with high growth potential, to foster high value added businesses and human resources to drive the economy, and to actively use digital technology to attract people, goods, investment, and information, increasing the value of the city. Another major challenge is the lack of citizen awareness of the city's status as a media arts city. In a recent cultural survey, less citizens than we had hoped answered that they were aware that Sapporo is part of the network. We aim to widen awareness this year, particularly in making our workshops more accessible to beginners and the general public. We place particularly great importance on projects that nurture creative talent with skills related to media arts, hence our focus on workshops. The primary objective of our creative education program is to boost the economy by accumulating creative talent in Sapporo. Since 2020, we have been conducting a series of hands-on workshops, mainly for young people. The theme in 2020 was Touch Designer, a node-based programming language, and the theme for 2021 was Artificial Intelligence. These professional-level programs were mainly targeted at young creators, but the themes were too difficult and didn't attract a large number of participants. So for 2022, we've broadened the scope of participants to include complete beginners, and as such, ran the Creative Knock CG Creation from Scratch workshop series with the theme of computer graphics, which is much easier to understand. Creative Knock 2022 is a set of CG creation workshops, welcome to even complete beginners, held 3 times over the span of July and August. To commemorate the 100th anniversary of Sapporo City's administration taking place this year, the production theme selected was Sapporo Scenery 100 Years from Now. Landskip, a startup company based in Sapporo, took charge of the workshops and offered their support to participants. The workshops took place in the city centre and 20 people took part, ranging from complete beginners to those with some experience. Self-study videos were also provided so they could be reviewed after the workshops had taken place, and for the sake of participants who were unable to attend in person due to infection with coronavirus, etc. At the first workshop, participants were divided into 4 groups to imagine and discuss their ideas of what the city of Sapporo might be like 100 years from now. Lots of interesting theories were brought forward, like buildings are covered by domes and the Sapporo TV tower is connected to outer space via hologram, and a flying streetcar runs through the sky. In addition to the more technological aspects, there were also remarks on Sapporo's rich nature, like nature is managed but retains its sense of wildness, and the symbolical scenery of the Toyohira River where salmon swim still remains. Based on the ideas brought forward by the participants, Landskip created a CG feature that shows the future city of Sapporo. For this, the participants, who learnt CG modelling skills through 3 of these hands-on workshops, created their own CG designs of what they thought Sapporo City would look like. These designs were then incorporated into a feature video entitled Sapporo 2122, Sapporo's Scenery 100 Years from Now. In 2023, Sapporo would like to set in motion a collaborative project with our fellow media arts cities, incorporating their work into the Sapporo 21-22 feature to create media arts cities of the future. We then endeavour to present this at the UCCN annual conference in Istanbul. We have also carried out other collaborations amongst our cluster, such as City to City, an online co-creation program initiated in 2020 when the coronavirus pandemic made it impossible to travel. Artists selected from each city were paired or teamed up to collaborate online and create a piece of media arts work. The theme for 2020 was human responsibility, and 10 artists from 9 cities participated. Sapporo was represented by sound artist Oguro Junichi, who was paired with the city of Košice, Slovakia, producing the video Reminiscence Path. In 2021, 14 artists from 13 cities participated, this time with the theme Play. This edition was upgraded by extending the co-creation period to approximately 3 months and providing an opportunity for a moderated workshop before production began. As a result of the 6-month project, 5 teams completed 5 pieces. From Sapporo, media artist Miyuki Oka participated in the project, working with artists from Changsha, China, and Cali, Colombia, to create an AR program, The Portal, and a video alongside this. The pieces have been exhibited at events in each city and on the Joint Media Arts Cities webpage. Sapporo will continue to recognise culture and creativity as strategic elements and implement policies across various fields to enhance the city's appeal. Sapporo will pursue international cooperation with the network and sustainable urban development through culture and creativity. Based on the action guidelines of the Creative Cities Network, the city will aim to realise the United Nations SDGs, contributing to the global vision of leaving no one behind. Thank you, and we look forward to working with you.